I tore this old garbage disposal apart to see what was inside it, and also to figure out if I could figure out why it didn't run. Question is, can I put it back together and will it run again? Well, that's what we're going to find out. Let's get right into putting this old thing back together and see if it will run again. The first step I'm going to do is try to put this motor back together, and the way I do that is I got to slip this in there like that and get it down into, oh, there she fell right into place. Now we have to bolt this onto the motor. Let's see if we can't get that done. I think the biggest issue I'm going to have is getting these bolts lined up with this head, because it's just really hard to see. And let's just see what we can do here. Okay, we got one right there. So if we shove this up into there, I can see it right there. Now if I could just get it to fit onto that, we would have it, but that's going to be easier said than done, I think. I'm trying. I wonder if I would take something and mark where this is. It's right there. Put a little mark on there, and then let's mark where that bolt will go in, which is right there. Nope, it's right there. Okay, now let's put this down. Take this and see if we can't bump that. And ooh, there we go, right there. Now let's see if we can't get the bolt started. Hey, wait a minute. Nope. Thought I had it. Maybe. Maybe. It's going in a little crooked, but maybe. Nope. Nope. Well, come on, for Pete's sakes. Hey, there. Hey, that tightened up. Let's see if the one over here will go in. Hey. I have no idea if I got this in the right spot or not, because this could be turned a quarter turn, a half a turn, a lot of turns in relationship to this up here and this and the cord and everything about it. But I got that back together. That's a big plus. You don't realize this, but as I was putting this together, something very, very important came up, and I want to share that with you. My coffee got done, and I want to drink a little bit before I go on. Why don't you sit down and have a cup too? Oh, boy, that's good in the morning. Tell you what, we'll let this cool for a bit, and we'll get right back on this here garbage disposal. I hope you follow along and see if we can get this whole thing running. I think one of the reasons this failed is there was a seal right in here. And the way that worked is this rubber piece here, this steel piece went right in there and slipped on. And I think there was rubber around that and then down in there. And then this piece right here started breaking. I don't know if this and that rubber were all one piece at one time. They could have been, but with that on there and all that put back together, then this fits on top. But I can see right now we've got an issue. This isn't out far enough, and I wonder if that's, yep, there it is. That shaft moves in there a little bit. And now you can see the difference. So I'm going to have to pull that out. Yeah, there we go. See, I don't know if you can notice that or not, but how that shaft sticks past. And then when this goes on, it becomes even in here and the bolt goes on. That would be the next step in the process, but what do I do about those rubbers? I'm going to see if I can't find some O-rings, maybe some silicone, but what that would do is if that doesn't seal in there, there's a possibility of moisture getting down in that shaft again and causing corrosion. And that's probably what happened the first time. So there may be parts for this that a person could purchase, but, and that would be the thing to do. But for me, I'm going to just see if I can't fix it with what I got here in the shop. So let me do some digging. I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to give it a try. It's a silicone for campers. And I'm just going to fill this up until it runs out. And I think that this will last a long time. But, boy, this stuff sure's got an aroma. Food safe, garbage food that is, not good food. Okay, let's put this part on next so we can squeeze it down in there. There we go. And then this part will go right there. And we're going to go at it and put just a little bit more in there. This tube's about empty. I got more if I need it, but I think this will be enough. I'm going to fill that up and then put this on. Oh yeah, that's working. There are probably these appliance repair guys out there right now just cringing at me doing this. If you're watching this, I would appreciate it if you would put a comment, tell me what you're doing, how you would do it, if this part's available. I didn't even look to see if it was. I've already bought a new one, and I just want to see if I can get this running again. If I can, I don't know what I'll do with it. Definitely not sell it, that's for sure. Not with this kind of a repair. Although it might be a good repair. Okay, there, I got that silicone all down in there. Now what I need to do is get this lined up with that and get this bolt started. I better put a little anti-seize on this. What do you think? not anti-seize. That would be exactly the wrong thing. Probably some Loctite. It looks like it had something on it before. I found some Loctite, and I'm going to get this started and see if I can't pull that up. Hope I can. Well, I can't even see where it is. I think I'm going to have to do this. Okay, there. Now let's push this. What I'm trying to do is get that down on that shaft, and it should go. I think it's there. Yeah. I'm going to reach across you but I needed my wrench here. I didn't have it handy. And I'm going to run that on. I think we got her. Okay, what was next? Was it this? I don't remember. Or was it the case? Because this, oh, yeah. Nope. Because I got everything off at once. Where does this go now? Does it go right here? I don't know where everything goes into relationship of, I could look at one, I guess, but I'm just going to put it on like that right there, I guess. And see, these little screws right here went down in here. Boy, I wish I had the right wrench for those, because those are going to be difficult to tighten up. Okay, before I do any tightening, I want to tap this just a little bit. Make sure it gets seated down on there the way it's supposed to. Something isn't right. Wonder if there's a special way that goes on. I better take that back off and see why it's doing that. What it's doing is teetering, so there must be a slot or something. Let's feel here. Yeah, there's a slot right there. And I don't see anything. I wonder if I got to draw it down because of that rubber seal right there. I bet that's what it is. Sure it is. So, I better make sure this is tight. I didn't torque that, did I? There. Still don't know if this is going to run, but I'm going to put it back together regardless so I don't have so many parts laying around here. And I'm just going to go ahead and stick this on. I think I got to suck it down with the screws. I'm going to go see if I can't find something that would fit this head. And if it does, we'll be right back in here. This metric 6-point socket fits right on that. I think good enough to run them back down, but let's see what happens here. That went down. And let me just look at it. Everything's tight there, and everything's tight there. So I'm really not going to use that wrench to torque these. I'm going to use this hand so I don't overdo it. Yep, that's good. They were really tight though. Remember, I used a vice grip to take it loose. But that's about it. Okay. We got the thing pretty much intact. Now let's put it back in its case, but I gotta have another swallow of coffee first. Okay, let's see what we can do. First thing we'll do is feed the cord in here and see if we can't get this on there. It's gotta go a special way because there's slots down in here. Come on now, don't act like that. Look at that. Nope. Am I in the slots? I can't tell. Nope, I'm not. I need some light. Oh, I see them slots. It's got to go there. And there, and there. Let me turn it upside down here. Well, I hope I don't cut that cord by... It looks like it's where it's supposed to be. So now what was next? Do you remember? Was it this? No. Was it this? I think. How'd that go on? Yep, it went on like this and like that. And then, wait a minute, this ring went on first. This ring went on like that. Is that on correctly? I don't know. Let me get some parts out here and see which direction does that go. Like this? Or like this. It has to go like that. Let's put this on if we can. Okay, there's that. Then there was, where did this go? For Pete's sakes. It didn't go there. Did it go on first? No, it fell out. Is it like that? Let's see this. Goes down there. Okay. I got to take this back off and this off because I think this went here. Something like that. I'm not sure how, but I'm positive it did. It went like that. And this went on top of that. Nope. Maybe it went like that. That's how it went. I see it. Now there's a little notch in here. And it fits with that notch. So that was like that. There we go. And then this went like that. And then this came up and snapped where? Oh, this went on here like this and snapped down in there. I see how it went now. It's trying to mess me up, mess with me here. Okay. There's a notch in here. That's not right. What is it? Let's see, that can't go like that. Where did this come out at? Where's my other part? There's a part that goes over here. Oh, it's on the floor here. I see the problem. I see the problem right now. I've got this all on wrong. That's how you learn. This and this have to be lined up because this goes in and that goes in like that. Okay, that's not so bad. Let's just loosen these up again and turn it a notch if I can. Now, I'll have to take this back off because this one screw right there is turned just a little bit. Oh. Yep, that one loosened. That's how you learn, I guess. It's like a puzzle, and I've told you in the past, a lot of times I take pictures of this stuff so I don't have to try to figure it out, but I didn't on this one again. You guys knew I was putting that together wrong, didn't you? Got to loosen this with a vice grip again. Because that screw turned just a little bit and that doesn't fit anymore. Need to get a bigger vice grip. This one's not quite big enough. Maybe it'll work. Now let's see if it turns any. Yep, turning right out. Okay, this goes on like that. And then when this snaps in, it would be just like that. It'd go there and then snap in there. And right like that. Perfect. Them holes line up? Sure they do. Look at that. You guys knew that all along. You gals too. Let's get this back together. Well, one thing about it, you tear one of these apart, and it doesn't take long to figure out exactly how you should do this, does it? So you tear them apart once in a while, and like this. And if I do it again a couple times, someone bring one in that didn't work, I'd know right where to grab hold. Of course, I would have to fix that seal down there with the right parts. But I bet those parts don't cost $286 like this did. And so even with my labor, I probably could fix this cheaper than buying a new one, and it probably lasts another who knows how long. So anybody that's a do-it-yourselfer, it would pay you to do this versus buying a new one. And the thing is, it doesn't really matter if you can fix it or not. You know why? Because it's broken anyway, and what can you, if you'd hire a handyman or somebody like that to come do it, it might cost way more than what it would to just buy that new one. Unless you got someone like me, of course, who doesn't charge much. Well, maybe I do. I don't know. I don't charge for what I do. At least a lot of it I don't. I know I'm going to. Hey, boy, that fit right on there now. Look at that. And I still got that on. And then this snapped in here like this. Wait a minute. What? Ah, there we go. Now, let's put this on. No, let's put this on. Don't want to forget that. And get this stuff all back together like it was. Okay. Uh-oh. Look. You see that? I thought I had it in there and I didn't. So, let's get these loose again if I can. That hurts my fingers big time to push on those. Let's see if I can get this one. If I can just get one started, we're good. There we go. No, we're not. Maybe if I go like this. Maybe if I go like this right here. I don't know how I need to go. All I know is these things, tabs here, need to be pushed in at the same time you go up, and I'm struggling to get that done. It was easier the first time when I didn't know what I was doing, wasn't it? Hey, I got that one started. Good deal. Got her going. Let's see if we can't get this one off. Oh, come on. Don't get stuck in there again. She's coming. Oh, I see the problem right here. For Pete's sakes. Look at that. Now she's coming right off of there, maybe. Is it? There we go. Let's put this on. Okay. Now we can put this back. Yep. Put that right in there. Bring that. Oh, come on, don't. We'll go right like that. Got her. Now I got to do is pinch this into place right here. And that was easy enough. I just went like that and snapped right in. Now we can put this on. Finally. There. This can only go on one way. There you are. That's on. Now let's see if this will snap into place. Looks pretty straightforward. Just put her on there and I guess snap it in place. This isn't quite down right there, so something isn't quite right. Let's take it back off and see what's going on. What is it? That's hooked, but these aren't going down in place, and that is probably because got a little bit of a burr right here. There we go. Now let's put this on. Yes, sir. Got that, got that, got that. aren't you going in, sir? Ah, gotta go over just a little. Now squeeze it and push. There we go. There, we got her started. Perfect. There we go. It's back together. Not quite. This top isn't quite in place yet. There's something not right. I got to take it back apart. That just is not going on like it's supposed to, and I'm not going to leave it like that. Let's take this off, and let's get this back off. What's going on here? Well, there it goes now. Nope, not quite. Something's holding it up. What would that be? Ah, I know what it is. I got something on wrong in there. We'll get her fixed. Let's get this back off if I can. I think it's just snapped in here a little bit. There we go. And we'll get those out of there again. Right here. Okay, let's look at this a minute. If this goes like that, and that goes like that, there we go. See how I had that in wrong? Now that'll fit tight down. That makes sense. Now we can snap this back into place. Boy, is it going easier. Except for this. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Now let's see if this snaps in where it's supposed to. I think it's going to. Yep. This one right there. And that's all in. Now let's push this just a little bit so we can get it. There we go. I think it started. No, it isn't. Now it is. There, that looks a lot better. There we have it. You can see that? It's all back together. I wonder if it'll run. Oh, it's not quite back together. Forgot this. Boy, that fits a lot nicer too. And I forgot this. You're just going to have to believe me when I tell you I haven't plugged it in yet, but I have not. I have no idea if this will run. I've got high hopes though. I hope the sparks don't fly. Let's try it. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. What do you think? That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? I don't know what to think about it. I don't know. That may be good enough to give to somebody. What do you think? I'm surprised as you are. I'm just as surprised as you are that it ran. I was hoping it would. The motor looked good. Everything looked good. This all works now. The thing is, the seal I put in there, will that solidify and seal around that shaft? Only time will tell. I've got to let that harden. One of the reasons why I wanted to run it before it was hard is so the shaft would find its way, and maybe some of that will go down there. But we'll let that harden a couple days and make sure the motor still turns. But I'm pleased with the way this worked by making that little bitty repair, you've saved yourself $286 and a happy wife. I know ours didn't work for several months before I got to it, but as simple as that, a couple hours in a shop, a little, if I'd ordered that part, it would have been here. I could have put it all back together and the thing would have worked fine. I could have just turned it right back on and away we would go. If I brought value to you, please subscribe to my channel. It's greatly appreciated. And if you like videos like this, subscribe to this. Here's a video, and maybe this is a playlist or one or the other. Appreciate you watching them. Can it be fixed? Sure it can. Can you fix it? You're darn right you can fix it. Until the next one.